All wily sleights that subtle women know, hourly she used to catch some lover new. None kenned the bent of her unsteadfast bow, for with the time her thoughts, her looks renew. For some she cast her modest eyes below, at some her gazing glances roving flew, and while she thus pursued her wanton sport, she spurred the slow and reined the forward short. If some, as hopeless that she would be won, forbore to love, because they durst not move her, on them her gentle looks to smile begun, as who say she is kind if you dare prove her. On every heart thus shone this lustful sun. All strove to serve, to please, to woo, to love her, and in their hearts that chaste and bashful were, her eyes' hot glance dissolved the frost of fear. On them who durst with fingering bold essay to touch the softness of her tender skin, she looked as coy as if she list not play, and made as things of worth were hard to win. Yet tempered so her daneful looks alway, that outward scorn showed store of grace within. Thus with false hope their longing hearts she fired, for hardest gotten things are most desired. Alone sometimes she walked in secret where, to ruminate upon her discontent, within her eyelids sate the swelling tear, not poured forth, though sprung from sad lament. And with this craft 1,000 souls well near, in snares of foolish ruth and love she hent, and kept as slaves, by which we fitly prove that witless pity breedeth fruitless love. Sometimes, as if her hope unloosed had the chains of grief, wherein her thoughts lay fettered, upon her minions looked she blithe and glad. In that deceitful lore, so was she lettered. Not glorious Titan, in his brightness clad, the sunshine of her face in lustre bettered. For when she list to cheer her beauty so, she smiled away the clouds of grief and woe. Her double charm of smiles and sugared words lulled on sleep the virtue of their senses. Reason shall aid 'gainst those assaults affords. Wisdom no warrant from those sweet offences. Cupid's deep rivers have their shallow fords. His griefs bring joys, his losses recompenses. He breeds the sore and cures us of the pain. Achilles' lance that wounds and heals again. While thus she them torments 'twixt frost and fire, 'twixt joy and grief, 'twixt hope and restless fear, the sly enchantress felt her gain the nigher. These were her flocks that golden fleeces bear. But if some one durst utter his desire, and by complaining make his griefs appear, he laboured hard rocks with plaints to move. She had not learned the gamut then of love. For down she bet her bashful eyes to ground, and donned the weed of women's modest grace. Down from her eyes welled the pearl as round upon the bright enamel of her face. Such honey drops on springing flowers are found when Phoebus holds the crimson morn in chase. Full seemed her looks of anger and of shame, yet pity shone transparent through the same. If she perceived by his outward cheer that any would his love by talk bewray, sometimes she heard him, sometimes stopped her ear, and played fast and loose the livelong day. Thus all her lovers kind deluded were, their earnest suit got neither yea nor nay, but like the sort of weary huntsmen fair, that hunt all day and lose at night the hare. These were the arts by which she captived 1,000 souls of young and lusty knights. These were the arms wherewith love conquered their feeble hearts, subdued in wanton fights. What wonder if Achilles were misled of great Alcides at their ladies' sights, since these true champions of the Lord above were thralls to beauty, yielding slaves to lore.